In this video, I show you the options you have to change existing bookings. My goal is to get you to match our standard of procedure. I start with manually creating a new booking, and for that matter, I will use the sandbox. So let's log in, go straight to the sandbox. I click on calendar. I choose Sunday, January 1st. I click on the plus sign, and the booking will be for 4 guests. I choose 3 times the classic and 1 vegetarian menu. And don't forget to save that. So here we go. This is the booking, and it should also be no problem to find that booking. So in case the guest calls in and wants to make changes regarding the menu, regarding the date, or regarding the amount of guests, it should be easy to find this booking. You can go either through the sidebar, or you go here, very convenient, this search option on the top level. You just throw in the booking code, and there we have it. So any such changes that I mentioned you can do right here. So you can change the amount of pucks. So you might say there's only 3 people coming, or you change the time. They want to come in the afternoon. Just be aware of any kind of change regarding the amount of guests needs to be followed up by a change in the amount of menus. All right. Next, I want to create a complimentary booking for, let's say, a bunch of news reporters attending the media launch. Let me go back into the calendar. So let's say the media launch is on Sunday afternoon. So it's about 2 guests. There will be, let's call them and because you like these guys, you give them the expensive version. To make such booking complimentary, you would have to scroll down and create a discount. So you click on add payment/discount, and what you need to do in this case, you want to waive off the entire amount. By default, the entire amount to be discounted is listed here. So if I leave it as is and I apply discount, you will see that the guest has no more payment to do. But to give us the right signal, you would choose media hotel instead of discount. And there you go. So there's no balance to be paid. It's a completely complimentary booking. But let's circle back to a regular booking. See what we have. Let's use this one. There are locations that do not charge any deposit from the user when the user books his or her session, and other locations they do charge deposits from the online users. the outcome is slightly different. Let me start with the easy location, that is the one that does not charge a deposit or prepayment. So in case you are one such location, there can only be three things happening to a booking. The first case is the guest did book and he showed up and no change needs to be done. It will usually look like this. You have the payment status on reserved and the booking status on confirmed. Now the second case that can happen in your location is that the guest did book and he did cancel. In this case, you would have to put both fields to cancel. And exactly the same is true for a guest who did book and did not show up, but also did not cancel. So you would put both payment status and booking status to canceled. So technically speaking, the only thing you need to remember is if guests cancel or do not show up, put both stati to canceled. For locations that do charge a deposit when a user books his or her session online, there can be four different scenarios for a booking. The first one, the guest did prepay, showed up, paid the remaining balance on site. That means no change in the booking details is necessary. So you will keep the payment status at partly paid. The second case that can happen in your location is that a guest did prepay, he or she did not cancel, and the guest also did not show up. You will leave the payment status at partly paid and you will put the booking status at no-show. The third case, a guest did prepay, did cancel, but due to the terms and conditions will not get a refund. Same procedure in this case. You leave the payment status at partly paid and the booking status you have to put to no-show. The fourth case, a guest did prepay, did cancel, and you want to request a refund. In this case, you have to set the payment status to request refund and the booking status to cancelled. I can already hear the questions. Why is it so complicated for a location with prepayments and so easy for a location that does not charge any deposit from the users? Let me try to explain. What the message cancelled tells us is that we cannot request our revenue share from any prepayment or any payment. And for this particular case where a guest did prepay, cancels, and does not get a refund, we can't use cancelled anymore. In this case, we use no-show to make sure that the prepayment will be split according to contract between TooSpicy and your location.